Here's how you can use On2Air Forms to display a table listing of records from your base without allowing access to the base itself. This is the final result that we are going for. This is a list of cities and states. These are all records in the table. And if we share this form as it is, you can see the list and you can't submit anything. All you can do is view the information. This is a table we're using. It's the states and cities. This is the states table. We have a list of several states in the United States, and then it's linked also to a cities table, which has various pieces of information. We also have this display on form field that's chosen as yes. We're going to use this one as a filter in the form and a URL prefill so that it will automatically fill in all those table records that you want to see on the form. In On2Air Forms, click Create New Form, and then we want to choose the States and Cities table. We want to use the states as the source table because we want to add the cities as a linked record on the form itself. In the designer, we want to click Add Fields, and we just want to add the city linked record. In preview mode, we can further customize this. Click Fields, choose that city field. And there are a couple things we want to do. In this case, I don't want anyone to be able to look up existing cities or create new cities. I just want to display the list. So I'm going to disable all the permissions in the subform. Now, one other thing I want to do is go to the page, and on the submission page, I want to hide the submission. So now we don't have any buttons. Okay, back in the field, go to the display configuration. Now we're going to set up the actual fields that are displayed on this table itself. By default, the primary field, the city name, will show up. So let's add a few more fields. Okay, click done. Now, just to make this a little bit wider, we're going to change the size of the form. You can go to edit and then choose the layout options. We're going to change it to 1280 pixels for the width. And go back to preview. Okay, so now we have the fields that we want to see on our table. Now we actually need to filter this. So if you go to the field configuration, we're going to use the URL prefill. This is really useful for displaying specific records or even displaying specific information in fields. Now, in this one, you remember we had this select field and we have display on form and we have all of these chosen as yes. So in the form, we want to choose that field. And that's basically what we're going to filter by and what we're going to pre-fill from the URL on the table. By default, the pre-fill key is city, which is usually the default of the field name. But in this case, we're actually using this as the filter. So we're going to change the key to display. And then we want to set the value. So the display is equal to yes, which is this field right here. So what it's going to do is pull in all of these records that are showing yes on this display on form field. Done. And now you can see the full list of records. Now Now to share this with someone, you just need to click Share Form, and then you can use this Create option and be sure to check Include Prefills. So right there you can see it added our prefill key of display and it equals yes. Now when you click this button, you can see the full list of records, so you can share this URL with anyone so that they can see the list of Airtable records.